Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back and happy Tuesday. All right, guys. Well, today's the Real Housewives of New Jersey season 12 reunion part 3, which means there's going to be a lot to watch tonight. And I don't mean like a lot of shows, but I'm sure this is probably about to be the most explosive part because we have Luis Ruelas, who's about to have to answer for everything, even though Andy Cohen, Margaret Josephs, and the rest of the cast, they've kind of said, you know what, Luis did a great job answering the questions. So I'm curious to see, I think we can be the judge of that. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow to recap that with Zach Peter at 12 p.m. But in the meantime, we're back to talk about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Well, Dorit and her husband, PK, are now clapping back at Lisa Vanderpump after she said that she reached out post-home invasion. She came out with receipts and they're claiming her receipts are all lies. So this is a lot to digest for me, okay? So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so according to Reality Blurb, it looks like Dorit and PK Kimsley are now, is it PK Kimsley? It's really not because his name is Paul Kimsley. So PK, whatever you want to say, are speaking out against their former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member, Lisa Vanderpump, who recently claimed to have reached out to Dorit and PK after learning about their home invasion. Now, this is the only part about this. She posted what everyone's calling receipts, the text messages, and they're pretty much saying, this is not true, right? They're saying that she's lying. And for Lisa, I just think it's interesting because really you can't ever bring somebody on a show. Lisa Rinna brought on Sutton Strack. Look how that turned out. Lisa Vanderpump brought on Dorit and PK. Look how that turned out. It's like, it's always kind of the hand that feeds you, that gives you the diamond or whatever any housewife is holding. That's the same one that gets bit by the person you handed it to. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. After Lisa shared a series of tweets claiming to have reached out to PK via text, which included, a couple of text messages, and she included these in her post, to no response, Dorit and PK took to their Instagram account where Dorit slammed Lisa's lies, and PK suggested that the supposed messages from Lisa were never delivered to his phone. In a post shared to Dorit's story over the weekend via All About the Real Housewives, Dorit reacted to someone who called her out for potentially lying about Lisa's failure to reach out to their family after the robbery in October. Lisa said she reached out, "Stop the lies," one person wrote. All right. Now, this is, again, also interesting to me because she posted text messages. Now, I understand that there's apps and stuff to piece together text messages, but why would she even go out of her way to do that? She doesn't need to do that. That's why I believe that her text messages were real, but let's get their side of the story. I don't want to be biased here, but after seeing the original poster's message, Dorit shared and later deleted a screenshot of Lisa's tweet and their post with a couple of arrows pointing to several mention of the word lies written over it. Okay. As Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fans may know, Lisa's tweets were prompted by an episode of Watch What Happens Live in which Dorit actually told Andy Cohen that she didn't hear a word from Lisa after her robbery. Now, I don't know if that's necessarily a lie because Lisa didn't say she texted Dorit. She said she texted PK. PK? Dorit. So if we're going to be very technical about it, she didn't ever say she texted Dorit. So maybe that's what they're calling a lie. Setting the record straight, of course I reached out to PK, and yes, after the accident, not a word from any of them. And she's talking about her horse accident where she was thrown off the horse. But that's okay. I had pillars of support. And this is what Lisa tweeted, appearing to a reference of a horse riding accident she suffered earlier this year. In addition to Dorit reacting to Lisa's claims on her story, PK shared a couple of messages on his page suggesting that he never received a message from his former co-star, even though they are super close. They are or they were? I'm going to go with were. I have brought in, well, he said, I have actually technically bought in London's best team to help me locate that text that LVP apparently sent. We'll keep you all informed of their progress. And it was just a photo, like it's very kind of smart, alecky, like snarky, but this is Housewives. They're allowed to be that way. Even though PK's not a housewife, he's still funny on the show. Him and Maurizio together, they're hilarious. I actually, to be fair, and I want to clarify this, I don't dislike PK or Dorit. And I think that this whole situation is completely unfortunate. I hate seeing on social media and Twitter where people are accusing them of, staging this whole robbery. I don't think that that's true at all. I don't think that she staged anything. And this has to be traumatic for her. I mean, she was held at gunpoint with her kids in the next room. She said that she was fighting to keep her kids safe, and she thought that was the moment where they were going to kill her and kill her kids. I don't want to take that from anybody. I couldn't ever imagine. She's a mom. And we all have, a mom, right? Or for the most part, or had a mom, or I don't know necessarily the situation. Don't, kind of take me out for this. But what I'm trying to say is we have a loved one who helped raise us for the most part, whoever that person may be. And we would never want to imagine that person going through this situation. It would break my heart. I could never imagine. So my heart really does go to the Kimsley. It goes to the Kimsley family. Now, following the post, one of PK's followers suggested that he may have blocked Lisa's number. It's also possible that you have blocked her and therefore did not receive the text. And he said, I have not blocked Lisa. We are super close. But if you're super close, then why are we out here blasting Lisa like she didn't send you the text, unless you're just trying to defend the fact that, well, she said you didn't text her after the horseback riding accident and she texted you, so you're just trying to clear your good name. Maybe that's what it is. But PK does reply. Now, getting back to this, I kind of want to dissect this for a second, because reading Twitter and social media, there are a number of things that could have went wrong here. Somebody could have copied and pasted different text messages and pieced them together, because there are apps for that. Like the person just said who commented on PK's post, maybe somebody was blocked, so the text messages never came through. She said that she never received a message from PK. PK's not saying that him and Dorit ever messaged her after the horseback riding accident. He's not saying that. What he's saying is he bought in London's best team to search for the text message that she allegedly sent him. Now, I even saw where, of course, you guys know, Bravo super fans, Bravo fans, everyone's going to run wild with conspiracy theories. Somebody was even like, what if Dorit deleted it out of his phone because she doesn't want them to repair their friendship? Well, if you go based off of what PK said, there's not really a friendship to repair, because he's claiming that they're super close. So really, there's one side, the other side, and there's somewhere, well, the truth lies somewhere in between. I mean, I honestly, again, don't necessarily see why Lisa would lie about this. She was not the one who brought it up in the first place. Andy Cohen asked the question on Watch What Happens Live, has LVP reached out to you and PK following the home invasion? Dorit said, no, she hasn't heard a word. But that wasn't a lie on Dorit's part. Dorit did not hear a word from Lisa. However, Lisa's claiming that she reached out to PK. So PK now claiming that Lisa did not reach out. That is where there's either a miscommunication or a lie somewhere in between. I'm not calling PK and Dorit a liar. I'm for damn sure not calling LVP a liar. But I am curious, is somebody going to come out with the receipts and just give them to us already? Guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are. Who do you think is telling the truth in this? And please go ahead with your unfiltered opinion. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, well, we'll see you next time. Don't forget to watch New Jersey tonight, because we are recapping it tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.